You ever stop mid-job, look around the workplace and just think to yourself, I'm done. Not, I'm tired. Not, well, it's been a long week. I mean finished. Burnt to a crisp. When one more task, one more email, one more quick job makes your chest tighten. If that sounds familiar, yeah, that's burnout. And that's where I'm standing right now. You see, I've grafted all my life. I started young, I worked hard. Cold mornings, late nights, weekends, oil on my hands. Deadlines that never end. But in the last year, something's changed. It feels like my tank's empty, but I'm still forcing the engine to run anyway. I'm not enjoying the job anymore, and honestly, I can't remember the last time I actually did. And that's when it hit me. I'm not burning out, I'm burnt out. Let me paint the picture of where I work. We're a very small team, small enough that when one person is off, the whole place feels like it's running on one lung. And then there's the workload. It's everything, all at once. Diagnostics, EV repairs, general repairs, battery replacements, software campaigns, safety checks and accessory fitments. And all of the urgent stuff that nobody mentions until 5 minutes before closing. And then come the campaigns, seatbelts, software, control modules, components, all tidal waves. It could be 20 cars, it could be 200 cars, could be 2,000 cars, could be more. Just last year, we did 3,500 ABS brake control units in 4 months. You'd think we'd get a break after that? Pfft, no chance. And this year, it's hit even harder. And after all, every car needs locating, bringing in the workshop, hooking up to machines, working on, checking afterwards, then parking up, and then there's all the paperwork. And then there's management. They roam around, admittedly they've got their own jobs, their own pressures, but they're hugging job sheets like they're gripping onto a life raft, pacing, panicking, flapping, but we're the ones actually carrying the weight, physically, mentally and emotionally. We're a tiny team with massive expectations. Burnout, it's served to us on a plate. And it's not just the workload, it's the relentlessness. The jobs never stop. You finish one, then 3 more just magically appear. And even when you work fast, it's not fast enough. Hit the targets, they move the goalposts. Bend over backwards, somebody asks you to bend over even further. Burnout doesn't smash into you in one moment. It erodes you over time until one day you look at yourself and you think, there's nothing left. I just can't do this anymore. Burnout isn't about being tired. Tiredness goes away. But burnout sticks to your bones. Let me break it down. There's exhaustion. Not a long day, not even a long week style exhaustion. I mean constant, body deep fatigue. You wake up tired, you go to work tired, you come home tired, and you go to bed tired. Your muscles feel heavy, your brain feels unplugged. And then there's cynicism or negativity. You disconnect, you stop caring, you lose enthusiasm, everything feels pointless. Your patience, it's gone. People drain you instantly. Even the banter sounds like static. Then there's reduced efficiency. This one hurts. You start feeling ineffective, incompetent. Am I even good at this anymore? You start asking yourself. Why can't I focus? Why am I making small mistakes? Your confidence drops and your motivation, it just falls off a cliff. You're giving everything and it feels like you're giving nothing. And for me, procrastination. One of burnout's biggest red flags. Not the I'll do it later kind, but the burnout kind, where even simple tasks feel huge, where you stare at the job for 5 minutes before touching it, where your brain just won't start. Not because you're lazy, but because you're mentally overloaded, exhausted and running on fumes. That's burnout slowing your gears right down. And then there's the physical symptoms. This is where your body joins the party. Headaches, stomach problems, aches, joint pains. You ache all over, but you just put it down to age. And the big one, especially for me, sleep. You can't fall asleep, you can't stay asleep. You wake up at 3:30 every morning. The day's tasks are screaming in your head. How am I going to do this? Did I tighten that bolt up? Will the parts turn up? All the things that shouldn't concern me 4 hours before I start work. Burnout isn't in your head, it's everywhere. And then there's the people. Some days, the work isn't what drains you, it's the humans around it. The gossipers, the micromanagers, the human storm clouds that walk into the workshop and kill the atmosphere instantly. You start the day okay, but 10 minutes later, you're emotionally bankrupt. And the best bit, in my place, the person you're supposed to talk to, the so-called mental health officer, is sometimes the one that's causing it all in the first place. Imagine trying to open up to the same person who looks at you like they'd enjoy hearing that your goldfish had just died. Support? Yeah, right. And here's what burnout looked like for me. Dragging myself out of bed at 5 a.m, the knot in my stomach before I even clock in, being negative about the slightest things, and the constant body pains, my shoulders, my knees, my back, my head, constantly pounding, feeling guilty, actually guilty for being tired, and the daily commute, constant roadworks, cyclists with no road sense, youths in hoodies on electric scooters. I'm doing 70 mile an hour on the motorway and there's some guy in a BMW behind me trying to do 72 in the same lane. I'm already at breaking point before I even arrive at work. Burnout convinces you that you're the problem, but really, you've just carried too much for too long. You see, burnout isn't failure, it's not a weakness. It means the environment has pushed you too far. The expectations were unrealistic and the system is broken. Machines need maintenance, humans need rest. Neither run forever. I'm not out of burnout. I'm not pretending I've fixed it. I'm still in it. I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to breathe again. Still trying to remember who I am outside of work. Still trying not to feel guilty for needing rest. That doesn't feel like failure to me. That feels like clarity. So what do you need to do? Well, first of all, you need to recognise it. It's a warning light. Ignore it and you'll break down. Set boundaries, and listen closely here, guys. No is a sentence. Not an apology, not an explanation, not a negotiation, just no. Protect your energy without feeling like you owe anybody permission or justification. Lean on the right people. Find a real support, not a drain. Reclaim your life outside of work. Even small joys matter. And speak up. Sometimes it's the system that needs fixing, not you. Burnout isn't just being tired, it's when the job takes everything. Your energy, your patience, your joy, and eventually even your love for the job. If any of this sounds like you, take it seriously, because you can replace parts, you can fix cars, you can repair machines, but you can't replace yourself. Burnout doesn't define you, how you respond does. Protect your energy and draw the line. Speak up, because at the end of the day, you matter far more than the job ever will.